Hey, C-Train here. So, I'm from the East Bay. I was born and raised, actually, in the East Bay. And today was the last game of the Oakland A's in Oakland. Last game of the Athletics in Oakland. So, hey, I thought I would share one or two stories just real quick. Look, these aren't even the coolest stories or anything like that, but I'm just trying to get it out there and some cool memories, okay? Gosh, so when I was younger, I would say from 8 to 10 years old, I was really hardcore into Kung Nu, which is a martial arts. An amazing martial arts. By the way, hey, if you still live in the Bay Area, check out Rohai Dojo, Berkeley, California. Kung Nu. Tell them that C-Train sent you. They won't know who that is, but hey, that's okay because that's not my real name. But hey, our dojo used to take these really cool like group dojo trips to go and see the Oakland A's. And oh my gosh, I remember sitting in the outfield, sitting in the bleachers, right, in like the mid 90s and the early 90s, watching, so one fond memory that I have is like, there was this guy, the dojo kept on talking about this guy. He was this guy from the East. Nobody knew. People had seen a couple of his movies, but it was like only legend. And we always used to, I know this is really weird, we always used to talk about Jackie Chan and Jackie Chan movies, and hopefully that they would come to the United States. A lot of people at the dojo were like fans of Drunken Master, which is like an old school Jackie Chan film. Anyways, so it was awesome just sitting out in the bleachers and talking about Jackie Chan movies as the Oakland A's played. I also remember that like for some Cracker Jacks were my favorite thing, and I don't even necessarily know why. My hands are like, I got that sweaty hand thing, okay? Like my hands are sweaty, it's fine. I don't even know what the heck they call it. But I always remember that Cracker Jacks would straight up melt in my hand, right? So I would have like this melted amalgam of stuff in my hand. But the real key, the reason I wanted those Cracker Jacks is because they had a toy inside. Young C-Train, still in it for the prize, right? Still in it for the prize. I would say though that one of my fondest memories is I was in this East Bay summer camp, and it was like this awesome killer summer camp. They let you do like, you had a choice of what you did in that week. So like we went to Great America, we went to movies, we went to the opening of Independence Day, that Independence Day movie with Will Smith way back in the early 90s. Okay. 1 week, we just decided straight up as a group to just pretty much live at the Coliseum. We saw like a week's worth of A's homestand, and it was so fun. Okay, highlights of that though, we're in the van. Our leader was Ed, our like group leader was Ed Morrison. I'm totally outing Ed Morrison, by the way, totally. If you still live in the East Bay, wow, that'd be hilarious. He was like a babysitter way back in the day. I don't even know how old he is now if I'm borderline 40. Anyways, we used to drive as a summer camp from Piedmont to Oakland in this big old bus, and I'm not even kidding. This is mid-90s, and this is just hilarious. All that I can remember about the bus ride, about the van ride, is that I swear to you, that song Macarena, oh, Macarena, hey, Macarena, that song was played literally the whole time on repeat on radio stations. That whole time for the whole week. We heard Macarena played 1,000 times easily. I'm lying, but it was hilarious. It was ridiculous. So yeah, driving as a kid in the van, East Bay, going down to those A's games, and the coolest thing, and I'll leave you with this. This is just this short memory. This is just a little expose, right? Just a little time capsule that I'm trying to make. One thing that I remember in the outfield, and this is the best story actually. I should have started with this, but anyways, is that Ricky Henderson, yes, the Ricky Henderson, was like the most communicative sports player and athlete I have ever seen. And this is what I mean. If you're in the bleachers and he's out in left field, I believe that, or center field, whichever way okay, just listen to this. Like, if you literally just said the name, if you said Oakland Tech, he would start to talk to you. He would start to talk to you. And this is the funniest thing. I don't know. I'm putting it out there. I don't know the history. I don't know if Ricky Henderson went to Oakland Tech as a high school, which would be the funniest thing. Anyways, I'm going into this clueless, y'all. I'm talking to you. Like, it would be funny. I believe that Ricky Henderson went to Oakland Tech, which is a high school in Oakland, because if you said Oakland Tech, it was like the key word, and he would just talk to you about anything. So it was just hilarious. Like, I don't remember. He was like a one-word answer, Ricky. You know what I mean? So but like, it was just funny. You would have little conversations with the fans in the outfield. All you had to say was the words Oakland Tech. It was hilarious. It was awesome. I am going to miss baseball in Oakland so much, and specifically in Oakland because there's like that BART experience. And I guess I'll just end with it. Like, so you could take multiple like modes of transportation, right, to the stadium. And BART was one of it. Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's like their train type mode of transportation, okay? Getting off at the BART station and making that walk, and you walk like over this tunnel overpass, and then like freeways right here, tunnel overpass. By the way, freeway right here that went through the Matrix 2, there was a freeway scene, that's where they filmed it, but you go to the overpass after you get off BART, and it's an experience, man. A's fans, drums, chants, food, the smell of good food, the smell of food. No, but it was just such an experience. I will miss it so much. And here's what this is what a shame is. The shame is that there are so many youth in the Bay Area, in the East Bay, and like, baseball is such a good outlet. It's such a healthy outlet. Going to baseball games is like, it has this cathedral. It is a religious experience for sure. How do I know that? Watch this. I'm thinking about going to a baseball stadium right now. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if you can tell. I have goosebumps. Like, I literally have goosebumps thinking about the baseball experience, because that's some hallowed ground. And like, although I would say that baseball doesn't necessarily have like the action of a basketball or like a ice hockey, right? It's something else. It's different. And it was a place where I knew I was safe, and I knew I was going to have a good time. And I knew it was like it was time positively well spent with good people, and I'm going to miss that. But with that said, it is not over, and baseball is not over in Oakland. I may not see it in my lifetime, but baseball will be back in Oakland. The East Bay, it's too powerful. The mana, the magic in the East Bay, in that whole region, it's too much. It is overbearing. You can almost feel a palpable sense of magic that something good is going on when you're in the East Bay. Honestly, I know that sounds great. That sounds crazy from what the media other would tell you, but it's like I live there. I'm from there. I went back there last month. So, anyways, I don't think it's over at all. Short term, it is possible for the Warriors owner Joe Lacob to straight up, hopefully strong arm his friend John Fisher into selling the team back to Oakland and just selling, because they're moving to Sacramento for a couple seasons, right? The ground hasn't broken on their Las Vegas, so maybe he can buy it back. Joe Lacob can, but I think it's going to be a very slow and tedious progression to get baseball back in the Bay Area. In my opinion, getting baseball back into the Bay Area will be more akin, back into Oakland. Of course, we got the Giants still. We got the Giants. But getting it back into Oakland is going to be akin to like getting basketball back in Seattle. Okay? Professional basketball, the NBA should have never left Seattle. Seattle has ridiculous, rabid fans, dynamic fans. I'm not even from there. I'm from the Bay Area. And it's a straight up fact that they have awesome fans. And still, the NBA has yet to expand back to Seattle. So it will take a while. And it's going to take the heart and soul of Oakland to really be in it. And it's going to take leadership 2 more times. It's going to take leadership 1 more time. It's going to take the correct dynamic leadership. I don't see it out there right now, only in Joe Lacob, who's like one of the most competitive owners in all of sports. I believe that he could buy the A's and, of course, turn them back to relevancy and contention, just like how he does without fail with the Golden State Warriors. He's a very competitive owner. I have a lot of respect for Warriors owner Joe Lacob. Maybe he can somehow get that team. But until then, I hope you enjoyed a little trip down memory lane, going to A's games with the dojo, talking to Ricky Henderson in the outfield, listening to Macarena in the van, time after time after time after time after time. Anyways, hey, I would love in your comments below, because look, this isn't, I don't even have the best stories. I'm just trying to get it out there. These are my stories with the Oakland A's, and I loved going to the Oakland Coliseum. But I want to know your stories while they're fresh right now. Please tell me some of your stories, okay? And I would love to see them in the comment section, all right? I'm C-Train. Thanks so much. All those subscribers, all those followers, and all those likes and comments. Thank you so much. Hang in there, Oakland. It isn't over.